Alright, now I'm going to talk to you about the sort of bread and butter of, actually the bread, the butter, the meat, and the potatoes of how I play guitar, and that's the major scale. The major scale is a little arbitrary when you first start out, and so it can be a clumsy and awkward thing to learn, but I prefer to learn the scale before I learn chords because it changes the way that I learn chords. So I'm just going to teach you the scale in one position. This is a little bit of a longer lesson, and it's going to take some time. I've included a link to a free sort of a chart of where you're going to put your fingers on the fretboard, and each finger is actually assigned to a different spot. And when you're first starting out, this is very difficult because you're going to have weaker fingers, you know. Excuse me, but it's going to help you a lot. So we're just going from the 2nd fret to the 5th fret. That's here to here. And we're doing what's called the G major scale. So anytime you hit the 2nd fret, you're always going to use your pointer finger. Anytime you use the 3rd fret, you're always going to use your middle finger. Your ring finger goes on the 4th fret, and your pinky goes on the 5th fret. Okay? Always, with all of these strings. Now we're going to start on the low E string. And when I say low, I mean sonically low. So that means that it's physically the highest string up here versus the lowest one. It makes the highest sound. And I'll try to remember to bring that up in every video, but I'm always talking about sonically the lowest note, sonically the highest note. I'm not talking about in a physical sense, okay? So you're going to start at the bottom of the scale sonically, which is way up here, okay? Physically. You're going to go your middle finger on the 3rd fret, which for me is, it's got a dot right there. You might just have a first dot up here. Middle finger on the 3rd fret, pinky on the 5th fret, pointer finger on the next string on the 2nd fret, middle finger on the 3rd fret, pinky on the 5th fret, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret on the D string, 2nd fret, 4th fret, pinky on the G string, middle finger, 3rd fret, sorry, on the B string, and the 5th fret there, 2nd, 3rd, and for bonus you can go up to the 5th. The 5th works as well, and then back down, 5th, 3rd, 2nd, 5th, 3rd, 5th, 4th, 2nd, 5th, 4th, 2nd, 5th, 3rd, 2nd, 5th, 3rd, bonus 2nd. So then I'm going to do it nice and slow so that you can sort of play along with me, and also just sort of count in 4s, and on every 1 I'm going to change the note. If you get lost, just rewind the video and follow along with me as best you can. If you can only get up to there, that's okay. Just do that over and over again. If you can get up to there, that's sort of ideal. There or higher, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something that I'm doing, that I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to create space. So when I hit here, I'm letting my finger touch. So I'm hitting the low E string, but I'm also letting my finger touch the A string right there, so that it mutes it, is what it's called. It's a mute. And then as I change the string, I'm actually, let me see if I can do it. I'm trying to create some space. You know, it's not down flat like that. I'm trying to create space. Because what I want to be able to create that if I want. We call that sustain, when a note is allowed to sort of ring out and you're not trying to stop it or mute it. And that's going to come with some time. It might feel kind of awkward. Your hand, you want your thumb to be somewhere on the back here. It's a classical thing not to let your thumb go over the top, but Hendrix did it, so I endorse it. There are some chords that I can only get if I have the thumb over. So do with that what you will. There are no rules. Just a little reminder. There are no rules, only tools. So now, the sort of next step with that, if you can keep up with me, I'm going to do the same count, but now every 2, we're going to change the note, okay? And then the third level, every 1, we'll change the note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now every 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the foundation for everything that I'm going to do from here on. Is the major scale. Major scale is super important, and I'll talk about intervals next. And intervals are a super powerful tool on any instrument, but especially on guitar, simply because you can slide around any shape that you do to other parts of the guitar. Anything that you do here, you can slide it up by 1 fret, and it's the same shape. It's all going to be 3rd finger, 5th finger, 1st finger, or middle pinky, pointer, middle, pinky. All of it, all the way up. Great. Thank you so much for hanging in there. I know it's a little bit of a long lesson. This is something you should do every single day if you can, even if it's just once up or even if it's just a couple notes up. Picking up your guitar and going and then putting it down is a totally okay thing to do as long as you're picking it up every single day. You will get better, I promise. It seems ridiculous, but it's totally the truth. So, thanks for hanging in there.